going to do this. How does this look? Welcome all to a discussion on the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. I'm joined by Liam and Andy here. I'm just going to start off by a wee short description of the game. So, America, 1899, the end of the Wild West era, has begun as lawmen hunt down the last remaining outlaw gangs. Those who will not surrender or succumb are killed. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang are forced to flee, with federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels, and the gang must rob, steal and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. So, we just watched the trailer yesterday. What's your overall thoughts on the trailer?
Generally excited. Red Dead Redemption is probably one of the most anticipated releases for me personally, ever since the first one. I was late in playing the first one. It was out for a couple of years before I had played it.
Yeah, I was the same. I got the Game of the Year, so I got the Undead Nightmare as well with it.
Yeah, I get the same edition as well, actually, now that I think of it.
It's quite similar to the other trailers that came before. The second trailer in particular kind of establishes the main character.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black, on your behalf.
Arthur Morgan, do you think you can kind of see the character in that trailer? You see him now and again, but you don't see him as the playable character. I think it's quite difficult in that trailer to see who's your main protagonist, what's his goal.
He features heavier in the previous trailer, doesn't he? Which I thought was quite interesting. But I don't know if we're going to see probably one more trailer, possibly.
Again, I looked at the trailers for GTA 5 and it was 2 months before we saw any actual gameplay trailer for GTA 5, which is quite...
Plus you've got E3 coming up as well.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, they tend to save them.
We see John Marston, the protagonist from the first game, but to me, even though everyone's screaming at that, we see the protagonist of the first game, it's set 22 years before. It's not going to be the same John Marston. He's not going to have the same goals. He's more of a teenager, and from the looks of things,
they can't lean on that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they can't rely on that.
I kind of like the idea of developing more about his younger side and how he becomes the character he is in the first game. This is meant to be.
He was a good character, but I don't think you need that to sell the second game.
Agreed,
So I don't. You could easily have slipped him in the second game without plugging him in the trailer.
Like a cameo. Almost.
Yeah, easily.
Looking at the trailer again, in terms of the heists, I think are going to be a main component in terms of mission layout, and like GTA 5 introduced that was the biggest thing about it, was set pieces, was need to get money, how are we going to get this money, we'll rob banks, and I think that's replicated in Red Dead Redemption 2. Do you see anything like that? Or
yeah, the train robberies I think feature quite heavily, which I'm all for personally.
As long as it's not a complete copy and paste of GTA 5, it's been done. It's been done to death.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment.
I mean, the heists are a good idea. I mean, I would love for some sort of bounty hunter type. I know that's in GTA 5 as well, but some sort of having to capture, being rewarded for capturing another player.
We see a shot of these horses, these wild horses coming towards the camera. Arthur Morgan's in the back on his horse, and he's got a lasso, so he's going to tame these horses, these wild horses. It's quite an interesting thing to me is that the whole game is going to be about the authorities taking down these gunslingers, these outlaws, and it's the last of it. But Arthur Morgan's doing the exact same thing he doesn't want. He's taming the wild. He's taking these horses for his own.
It was a popular feature in the last Red Dead game, taming horses.
Yeah.
It was a new challenge in the way of gameplay that something, well, to what I've played, it hadn't really been done before. So you know, if they're bringing that back in the game, I don't see why they shouldn't. I'd be all for that.
Interesting to me though is that they've kind of retreaded this ground of the Dead West. In the first game, it's set in 1911. Do you think they've kind of lost ideas, or
it's a formula that works?
Yeah.
They know it'll sell. Yeah. The problem is, I understand what you're saying, but the problem is you try and offer an alternative, and it's like, where do you really go with it? You don't know exactly how it's going to pan out, of course, but
to me that is the thing.
That's the only issue with it.
It's just that I want something else from Rockstar, and I think they've this Red Dead game does look very similar to the first, and I don't know what they're offering new. Moving on to the online component of the game, I know that Andy yourself, you're a fan of Battle Royale. Would you like to see the Red Dead Redemption Battle Royale?
No, I think
No?
I think Battle Royale should be should stay in its own lane.
Okay.
And I know it's such a popular thing to do, and it's such an easy thing for developers to do now. That
Yeah.
if you run out of ideas, you just make a Battle Royale game.
Mhm.
But no, I'd like to see this stay separate.
Yeah, okay.
I totally saturate the market. Like, I know the gimmick of the West and stuff, but I totally saturate the market.
Right, okay.
I don't know if I go for that.
My name's Bob Noble. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you again, Liam and Andy. I'll see you all next time.